About 5 years ago, I ended up in a sleep lab finding out that I had severe sleep apnea. And it was a tremendous experience for me because as they do it, the first half that you sleep normally, and the second half you sleep with the device on. And I woke up that morning, even though I'd only had about 4 hours, quote, really good sleep, feeling like a $1,000,000 because it was the first time I'd slept in about 5 years. I mean, really had to sleep. So I got, they saddled me up with a CPAP machine, sent me home, and I tried it for about 6 weeks, and I just couldn't adapt to it. It choked me. I just couldn't deal with it, and so I just ignored it. About 3 years thereafter, I had an event that I didn't recognize what it was at the time. Turned out I'd had a heart attack. It's one of what they call a silent heart attack, and so I went down to Mass General, and they ran the wires up you and checked everything out. And fortunately, I was in good shape. But in the process of going through the workup, Dr. Palacio down there basically insisted that I go see a pulmonary guy and get the sleep apnea taken care of because he felt that was a contributing factor. So afterwards, it took me about another 6 months before I got to Dr. Kanarak in the pulmonary department, and he gave me 4 choices. I could lose weight, a substantial amount of weight. I could get surgery. I could go back on a CPAP machine, or I could try to check out this appliance. I was referred to Dr. Rosen by Mass General, and so what we did was went through a whole lot of paperwork and testing, and then you do the molds, and you start a process where every week or two you come back and they readjust the device so that your chin will stick out farther and farther. And what that does is it literally lifts separates your throat so that you really don't get a collapse when you fall asleep at night. And they work fabulous. I mean, you sleep well every night. It gets into a rhythm. I don't know how I lived without it, frankly. It's a terrific device that actually deals with this very specific problem in a very unique way. I had a friend that I talked to about this when I was going through the decision process, and I explained to him that this is a $2,000 or $3,000 piece of equipment, and he works out well on CPAP. So he said, "That's crazy. My dentist offered me a mouth guard for $25. I can't imagine how this can be that expensive." And I told him, I said, it's really a combination of the way the fitting, the way Dr. Rosen puts all the ingredients together, makes sure that your physiology works, and that your the solution will actually fit you personally. And I said, you know, it's not so much just a piece of plastic, even though that's what it is. It's a piece of plastic that literally re-engineers the way you breathe, and allows you to sleep through the night without snoring, without all the ruckus. In essence, the appliance does a lot of things in addition to letting you sleep. It lets others sleep too.